All righty. Good evening, everybody out there in Tableau slash Alteryx land. I am Albert Bellamy. This is kind of sort of part of the 30-day Tableau challenge. Um, so I say kind of sort of because this is a giveaway of a couple of different things. We are wrapping up the 30-day Tableau challenge, and I'm going to give away one entry, basically one free pass to the Tableau Desktop Specialist. And then I'm going to give away 5 copies of this book here. So we're tying back to our previous challenge, the Alteryx challenge. So Alteryx Designer Cookbook. You can see I've done my due diligence. I've tabbed out the chapters. I have started hitting up the relevant, interesting pages. So I'll talk a little bit about that book. Got quite a few people interested in getting that. Hey, look, I'm live. Okay, cool. Um, just want to make sure I have my LinkedIn up, make sure I'm on there. So, hey everybody, we got one late entry. What's going on, Venkatarama? Okay, hopefully I'm saying that right, and hopefully you shorten it to Venka because I certainly did. All right, Ruby's here. Good to see you, Ruby. Kathleen is in the house. Good to see Kathleen. And Jack, what's going on, Jack? Good to see you. Okay. Let me see. I'm not sure. I have Jack on the list. Okay. So we'll go over. Do I have Jack on here? I do not. Okay. Jack Raymondson, you are interested in the book. That's good to know. Okay. So we've got quite a few people interested in the book. Donna Atkinson's here. I got you, Donna. Jack Raymondson. Okay. I'm going to add you to the list. There's Jack Raymond. Typing is not, you guys aren't even watching me type. Usually I type terribly when people are watching me. Just asking my students. Hey, Dr. Jason B. Stowers, PMP, what is going on to you, my friend? I knew Dr. Jason B. Stowers when he was a lowly Marine captain. He wasn't a doctor, nor was he a PMP at the time. But he's gone on to bigger and better things now. What's up, Pranjal? Good to see you. What are we cooking in Alteryx? You know what, Ruby? It's almost like I queued you up to ask that. So let's talk a little bit about the 2 giveaways we have going on tonight. Hope you guys like my hat. This was I did kind of a Christmas pub crawl yesterday, and my wife talked me into it. I was just going to sit home and study like the nerd that I am, but she was like, "No, we're going out drinking with friends." So we did on Emerald Isle, right across from us, out by the beach. There was actually like a lot more crawling to it. I remember pub crawls at Ohio University back in my undergrad days, and the bars were like 50 feet apart, so it really wasn't terribly difficult to get from one to the next. The only danger was there were so many bars on the one block outside of campus that you really got a bit messy. Um, but anyway, this one there was some distance. I mean, we went out there. I think I had like 18,000 steps in by the end of the day, and I think I only ran like 4 miles in the morning. So anyway, pub crawl yesterday, so didn't get as much studying done as I wanted to. But crap, now I can't remember what I was talking about. Um, so anyway, yeah, go Buckeyes. Absolutely. OHIO. Buckeyes are headed for the Cotton Bowl. Not too keen on that, but hey, we lost that last game of the season, so I mean, you take what you get when you punt your rivalry game, I guess. Jessica is interested in the book also. Jessica, did I get Jessica? I did not. Okay. Should have known Jessica would be interested. All right. Cool. Interested in the book since you already have the Tableau cert. Awesome. Alberto is here. Hey, look, Alberto, we have a celebrity in the audience. That's him right there. This is his book. So, Alteryx Designer Cookbook. I understand Pact is doing a couple of different cookbook type books. So, if those of you with sharp eyes, you'll see back there, I've got Mastering Tableau as well. I've yet to finish that one. Didn't have time to really complete it with the current challenge going on. We had kind of too many other things, and then I definitely, I'll level with you. I definitely underestimated the amount of time that I was going to have to, not have to, that I would choose to devote to family. And we went to Ohio for Thanksgiving. work also got a little more involved, some personnel things in flux, and I had to cover a few equities there. So I got like fuzz from the hat sticking to my cheek here. Um, so yeah, November got a little crazy on me. And those of you that have done LinkedIn hard mode, you know that it's like Murphy's Law. Anytime I do a challenge, I go into it thinking, oh yeah, I can dedicate an hour a day, 90 minutes a day, something like never happens. Anyway, I'm still going into this challenge. I wanted to get a lot of lessons learned, and I definitely did that. So I have a lot of things that I'm going to be coming out with in the next week or two. I'm going to spend December kind of learning from this challenge myself on how to conduct them better, maybe how to prepare for them better. I don't know. Maybe don't schedule them during months in which I'm going to do long road trips to Ohio, something like that. Okay. Kathleen, Kathleen, I have no idea how to say your last name. I just realized that. Is it Chartier? Anyway, correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, Emerald Isle is beautiful. Those of you that have never been, it is a hidden gem. No pun intended. Emerald Isle, get it? Gem. Anyway, I'll be here all week, folks. But yeah, if you ever have the opportunity, maybe bypass the more touristy Myrtle Beach and Outer Banks. Come see us down here in Emerald Isle. You will not be disappointed. So, Jessica is coming from Connecticut. Yeah, everybody else, toss in the chat where you're coming from. That's always it's always a good way to get engagement. Semper Fi, Jack Raymondson, good to meet you. Jason Stowers says hook 'em horns. Honestly, at this point, I am in favor of Michigan getting embarrassed, and I am utterly indifferent as to the other three teams. I feel bad for Florida State people, honestly. But you know, if you're going to put the four best teams in, you can't have one that's on a freshman third string quarterback. So, um, yeah. Anyway, I was just hoping that Michigan wouldn't get a free pass to the championship game from playing a third string quarterback in Florida State in the opening round, and they don't. So I have no particular love or hate for Florida State. I just kind of feel bad that uh, Jordan Travis got hurt, and then that was how they rewarded him. Obviously, it's not. You know, it's judgment of the ability of the team. But anyway, not here to talk about football. If you want to talk about football, please just hit me up with a DM and we'll talk. Okay. Kathleen says Chartier is correct. Good. My pronunciation skills are still sharp. Donna Atkinson is from Texas. Okay. Yeah. I find Texas fans a little annoying, but I don't really care two ways. I'm little irritated that Quinn Ewers played Ohio State to get $1 million and then went back. But anyway, I digress. I said we're going to stop talking about football. Bangalore, awesome. I almost had the chance to go to Bangalore recently, but we hired another instructor and sent him instead. But I do get to travel with Alteryx quite a bit. Richmond, VA. Okay, just got back from the Commanders Dolphins game, representing Toys for Tots. Good to go. All right, Rob Fenstermaker, a lifelong Ohioan, the great state, who now lives in Florida. Yeah, along with half of the, along with half of the people that were born and raised in Ohio now live in the South because you know the hell with that cold, man. Um, living in Panama, but from Argentina. Awesome. Not a GES fan. GES fan. Just where I am. I'm a Red Raider. Oh, okay. You're not a Horns fan. Gotcha. Cool. Okay. Wasn't Alteryx in India recently? Yes, we had. I think we had an Inspire there, or some event there. But anyway, cool. Divyaraj Rana geared up for the event in Chicago, Illinois, a great and fine city, but a very cold one. Okay, Stafford, Virginia. Dr. Jason Stowers. Yes, I spent some years in Stafford, Virginia. Not intending to go back. Okay. Cool. So we've done a little kind of getting to know you. Thanks, everybody. Here in a minute, I'm going to read off the names that I have. I want to say earlier I had like 15 names. I've tacked on a couple of more, but I think I've got about 15 names for the Pact has been gracious enough to give me 5 books to give away. We've got 3 ebooks and 2 hard copies. I have heard from some people that they have either specifically want one or the other, or just kind of have a preference, but are okay with either. So we'll kind of sort that out on the back end. But I'm going to get 5 names, and I assume just about everybody, you're not gonna send back a hard copy. I don't know that, I will ask Pact where exactly they'll send the books. So if it's not within continental United States, I assume that there's still a way to get a physical book to you if you're in Bangalore or somewhere like that. But anyway, okay, Pranjal said saw me teach at his firm's training program for Alteryx. Really excited. Do visit Bangalore. I will someday. Someday I'll get out there. But yeah, my boss, she was gonna send me, and she wasn't. She wasn't super happy about it because I was going to be gone for a while, and I already have taken several trips. So, okay. MC says book. MC, you gotta give me a little more, uh, man or woman, whatever, whichever you are. Um, yeah, I don't. I'm not putting initials in the drawing. So let me know what your name is, and let's connect. But awesome. Okay. Rob Fenstermaker says he has been to Bangalore. Awesome. Okay. So let me share the screen real quick. Nope, didn't want to remove that. There we go. Okay, so I found this kind of random drawing thing here. Ms. Michelle C. Okay. Yeah, I'll tack you on there. Okay. Ms. Michelle C. There you go. All right. So names that I have is Ruby Gunna, Chris Kusha, Toral Joshi. Auntie is on there. I know he couldn't make it live tonight, but Pranjal is on there. Taylor Burton, Abilasha, Dhruv Singh, Sarah Garrett Massengill, Abdul Rauf Maruf. That is an eponymous name. Eponymous? No, that's probably not the right word. Mellifluous? Something like that. I'm just playing word salad now. Anyway, Abdul Rauf, good to have you in here. Daniel Gillis, CA Prem Shrimali. I'm not sure what the CA is, but hey. Oh, Pranjal's on there twice. Can't have that. Can't be cheating. Okay, good. We're trimming it down. Uh, if you were hoping for double chances, Pranjal, I'm terribly sorry. Sagar S. I didn't get Sagar's last name. If you're on here, Sagar, please let me know. Amy Resnicek, I'm guessing that is. Jack Raymondson, Jessica Vassell Marins, and Ms. Michelle C. If you are here live in this chat and I did not just say your name and you are interested in getting a copy of this amazing Alteryx Designer Cookbook, which I will not tell you how much it costs because recently I tried to put a review on Amazon for, I think it was for the Mastering Tableau book, and Amazon, like 2 weeks later, sent me back a notice saying we couldn't post your review because I had violated their terms of service. And I was like, "What the?" Like, I didn't swear. I didn't say anything. There was nothing. I didn't say anything political. It was like I was literally talking about a book. No pun intended. And I went back and looked at. I read through their terms of service. You're not allowed to talk about the price because, of course, it's Amazon, so they're going to vary the price depending on how well it's selling or whatever the Amazon algorithm does. So anyway, so at some point, I have to go back and still didn't post it. And I wasn't going to edit the video. I was just like, the heck with it. I'll just record a new one. So at some point, I will go back. I will re-review Mastering Tableau 2023. So terribly sorry, Marlene Meyer, if you ever see this video. My video review is still not up. I did give you 5 stars. I do really enjoy the book. Donna Atkinson. Did I say Donna Atkinson? Oh, wow. I did not. How did I miss that? I want to say I had it there at some point. Huh. Okay, good spot. Nah. Atkinson. Okay. Okay. Yeah, good call. So Rob says check out the virtual Friday whiskey hour, a fun event to connect with others on Friday afternoon. Great conversation, sipping some whiskey. Oh, neat. Okay. Yeah, appreciate the tip. Um, I'm not a dark liquor guy anymore. I have found that I have reached that age where clear liquor and light beers and lagers are the way forward for me if I'm drinking at all, which I don't do terribly often. So I was glad yesterday that the pub crawl had some long distances in between because then having a beer and then walking like half a mile was definitely helpful for me. I didn't get messy. Anyway, okay, enough talk about me drinking. Um, Okay, so no further objections. Let me introduce this book real quick, and if you find that through my awesome description, Belvedere vodka. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm a bit of a gin enthusiast now. Um, I say that word kind of tongue in cheek. I find it amusing, but anyway, I haven't tried Ryan Reynolds, the Aviator one. I actually found myself with we didn't drink for a while with 75 hard. And so I found myself with like several bottles of gin and just wasn't finishing any of them. So I stopped buying alcohol for a long time. But now I'm actually starting to work my way through it. That sounds terrible too. Anyway, cool. But I will definitely try Belvedere. I don't think I've ever had that. Um, Partial to one called Four Peel that is kind of regional. I find it in Ohio. That one's quite good. Anyway, cool. So let's talk about this book here, um, because it's a little different. I've reviewed Pact books before. I've received graciously from Pact. I've received quite a few free ones, and this one's got a little different flavor. So, like mastering Tableau, I mean, it is a full on start to finish, like how to use Tableau, and it starts off pretty quick. It doesn't belabor the very simple blocking and tackling, but yeah, it's a basic building blocks like zero to hero kind of book. So if you want a dictionary, the joy of cooking. So so if this is like like a barbecue book or something like that, this is specialty. That's like the joy of cooking. Like it's going to tell you how to boil water at the start. Um this one here is a little different. And I believe at my first Alteryx Inspire conference, I was lucky enough to sit in a class with Alberto, and I think he gave a lot of these tips. Maybe not a lot, but some of these tips. This is assuming that you kind of know how to string together a workflow. You know how to open it up. You know how to save it. You know how to put the tools together in order. This is a kind of an elaborate tips and tricks book, but you can see, I mean, uh, it's 700 plus pages. So this thing is exhaustive, and I'm talking about, tricks with inputting data, which is can be there are a surprising number of things that you can accomplish with 30 tips in 30 minutes. That's the one. Yeah, man. Um, so there's a surprising number of kind of intricacies with even the very basic tools in Alteryx. Talking about input data. Second chapter is database. That's not a niche skill, but kind of follows along with inputting data. But then, yeah, chapter three, which I was plowing through earlier, prep data. Just talking about the intricacies of pivoting data and advanced data prep using the multi-row and multi-field formulas, and there's some things that can trip you up with that. What was I reading earlier? Yeah, so in the transform data chapter, which is number 4, talking about pivoting and unpivoting data, and a lot of people get a little intimidated in doing data pivots in Alteryx because it doesn't look exactly like what they're used to in Excel pivot tables. And so they get this sort of phobia of the transpose and crosstab tools, and they say, "Oh, not comfortable with it." It is not difficult. I I have taught a transforming data class many times to include this last Inspire, and I love the way that I teach it. Alberto's nailed it in here, and he makes it very approachable. And so I have not got this book fairly recently. I did like the unboxing on. I think I did it on YouTube. But anyway, did the unboxing like a week ago when I was at my in-laws' house in Cleveland, and yeah, so I'm only 150 or so pages into it, but it is just it's useful tips and tricks. This is not doing fireworks for like advanced people, although I'm sure it gets into that because at the end, it's getting into developer tools, reporting tools, output. A lot of reporting tools. I can personally vouch. I've recently been teaching classes on that. People don't utilize the reporting tools in Alteryx nearly enough. So this thing is money. It is a fantastic book and just very approachable. All sorts of things you can download data sets. You can do all the tips and tricks yourself. He walks you through step by step. And a lot of the things in here I was reading through, I was like, I teach that. I teach that. And so that was really cool. That it's really kind of a middle ground. And so Alberto is an ace. He is, he's a maestro of Alteryx, and he's forgotten more about it than probably most of us will ever know. Most people are at the kind of basic blocking and tackling, like core certification skills level. This is going to take you from core certification to, kind of a mid-level, um, and in like a wizard. So if you're not that familiar with Alteryx, if you've ever had those, like that shortcut in Excel that somebody's like, oh, I can't get this thing in Excel, and you're like, oh, check this out, and you go, Control Alt ACDF, whatever, Matt Bratton can tell you what it is, but Alt HOI, and all of the columns open up to their proper width, and you can read everything, and somebody goes, oh, and they act like you just waved a magic wand and parted the waters. So it's like that. These things that Alberto's talking about in here are those kind of things where they don't seem that complicated to people that know how to do them, but until you do, then you think, oh, this is like straight wizardry. So yeah, absolutely can't recommend it enough. I'll get out of the habit of talking about the price tag, but when I said, hey, I'm giving away five copies of the book, and then the $100 worth of Tableau Desktop certification, it comes out to over $420 worth of stuff. So, and that's not including shipping. So I won't say the individual price, but you can look it up on Amazon. It's right there, or Unpacked. So, okay. The last speech I delivered at Toastmasters, I was told that I say the word "so" way too much, and now I'm super conscious of it, and I'm aware of it. I'm trying really hard to stop, but I just realized that I've been saying it a ton. So that was deliberate. Alberto says, I think that for people who is really new or just installed Alteryx, Josh's book can be the ideal complement to this one. Yes, absolutely. My fellow Marine, Joshua Burkow, is coming out. I don't think it's quite out yet. Is it, Alberto? I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I got a fellow Albert on here writing books. I got a fellow Marine writing books. I feel like I need to catch up. I got to write something. Okay. Um, all right. Well, if there are no further objections, we may start drawing here. It is, says Alberto on LinkedIn. I love that he's on both platforms. Thank you. Thank you for bumping up my numbers artificially. Um, you are sewing a rug, is what we say at my Toastmasters group. Awesome. Yes. It seems like I'm the only one that uses "so" as a crutch word in my Toastmasters group. I'm not sure why. We have a guy that is, I believe he is German, and he is quite well spoken. German to English, not an easy transition to make. Not that any other language to English is. English is just an awful language, but German to English is tough. And he's very well spoken. He says "gonna" so often, and we're so proud of him. He delivered a speech a couple weeks ago where he didn't say "gonna" one time. But there you go. Yeah, everybody gets beat up at Toastmasters. They said they used to have like a plastic jar where they would have like change in the bottom, and they would rattle it every time someone said their pet crutch word. Yes, Ruth, Scarlet and Gray all the way. OHIO. All right. I do all right quite often too. Transitional word. If I'm clicking a slide, I'm like, all right, what's next? Something like that. So what's next? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 names for the book, The Head Clickers. Awesome. And yeah, I do. If you haven't noticed already, I do quite often myself. I didn't have a real good. Here's my script for today. 4 bullet points. I was trying to do it while I was watching the Browns lose. Yeah, football's not my friend lately. You have to sound angry all the time to speak German. Absolutely. Yeah. It's I don't know what's angrier, like German or like Pashto or Farsi, just one of those like guttural languages with like 8 sounds. I studied Pashto and Farsi, so. Oh, look, the count is in the corner there. I didn't even notice that. Amount equals 18. Yeah, look, I got the zoom. That's how you know I'm an online instructor. Alrighty then. Without further ado, Speak now or forever hold your peace if you did not see your name amongst the 18 here, but let's draw one. What do you say? I've got this thing where look at that. I made it Christmas colors. Is it probably too many like yellow? I didn't really do gold. I didn't put silver on there because that would have just been gray. So it doesn't really look like Christmas colors. It kind of just looks like a carnival wheel, but whatever. I did try to make it red, green, and gold to be Christmas colors. Oh well, it's close enough. So let us, there it is, there it is. I did it again. Let us pick a winner at random, shall we? Pranjal says, fingers crossed. Indeed. It's like a click dashboard. I don't know. I just did a web search, Alberto, and this is what came up. It was free. So there is a premium version. I wasn't about to take that. I drove it a couple of times, and I said, looks like the freemium version is going to work for me. We're going to go with it. All right. First draw, and I will figure out afterwards. I did a pie chart. It's not a pie chart, Ruby. Dang it. I would never do a pie chart. In fact, I crack jokes about pie charts constantly as I'm now suddenly teaching reporting classes like every other day. I went like 6 months and never taught a reporting class. And then suddenly we get all these clients and they're like, we want reporting classes. So that's all I'm teaching now. Let's do it. Comment picker, shall we? Spin the wheel. First one. And that is Dhruv Singh. Dhruv Singh is a big winner. There we go. So there's the first one. Let me remove those. All right. So we got one winner, and that is Dhruv Singh. Now you can't win a second time for this. I'm gonna put that on the screen because that comment's evergreen. All right, Dhruv Singh, congratulations. You are our first winner. I would put a comment in there. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Winner number one, Dhruv Singh. There we go. Copy that. And so that won't go through to LinkedIn because there's just something with StreamYard. It won't post to LinkedIn, but whatever. All right. So Dhruv Singh is the first one. I will just go back later. I did try to call from people like, I want this copy or that copy. I'm just going to let the chips fall where they may. And honestly, if I wind up with like four people who want an e-copy, I'm sure Pact will be okay with that. So we're just going to give out five, and we will figure it out. Kihinde says, "Add me." All right, we'll add you here at the tail end there, Kihinde. You're the last one though. We're not doing any more. Kihinde Fadipe. Now, Kihinde, if you're where you living, because if you're, I don't know if you're like in the African subcontinent that they will Pact will ship there. They may. I haven't asked them, so it didn't occur to me to think of that. But you're on the wheel of destiny. Maybe we'll pick a sixth, like an alternate, just in case. You're in Houston. All right, cool. Well, I saw the name and I immediately thought it. Do get a lot of data people from Nigeria, from Ghana, from yeah, lots of different. So just want to make sure that we were good. But yeah, Pact will definitely ship to Houston, Texans, Houston Texans. That too. All right. I haven't had any drinks tonight, I promise. Okay, shall we go for the second one? Let's do it. Maybe we'll do like half of these, two or three, and then I'll do the oh no, because I gotta clear out all the other names for the we'll do the certificate last. Okay, number two. Here we go. Did that not save it? It did. Well, we got Dhruv anyway. Let me make sure Dhruv is not on there again. Dhruv is on there again. Dang it, Dhruv, you can't cheat. All right, I can't add any more names because I think that resets it. All right, Dhruv is a winner. We remember that. Winner number one. Okay, number two. Ready? Let's let it roll. Who we get? Ooh, that is close. Jack Raymondson. I gotta respect the wheel. That looks like it's right on the line. Jessica, I'm sorry. Jack Raymondson is our second winner. Okay, so let me paste that. Winner number two is Jack Raymondson. There we go. Bada bing. All right. So we're two down, three to go. Cool. And then Jack, yeah, Jack didn't say which one he wanted, so we'll figure it out. But yeah, Jessica, I was like this close to saying your name because it looked like it was there, and it was like it's like right on the edge there. Look at that. Here, let's zoom in. Not to rub it in, Jessica, but dang, that's close. Okay. Well, we'll hope for you. We got three more. Congrats, says Jose. Yeah, boom, Marines. Yeah, I did not rig that. Promise you. Okay, so we go for number three. Let's do it. Without further ado, all right, that one's easy. Pranjal. Who was the first one? Drew Singh. Okay, yeah, Pranjal. Good job. And Pranjal's only on there once. So we did erase the duplicate. So, okay, Pranjal got it. Winner number three, Pranjal Duda. Woo! Who was the one? Somebody said they never win anything. That was me. I'll level with you. There we go. Winner number three, Pranjal. Good job. Um, that was me. I never won anything, door prizes, drawings, lotteries, nothing until I kid you not, when I first started to transition from the Marine Corps to becoming a data analyst, I swear I won like three or four of these drawings in a row. And I don't know how many, there were some of them that was like a Kate Strachnyi one where God knows how many people were in that drawing. And I won like over and over. I won books. I won like a $500 course from Matt Dancho. Um, Yeah, they were it was amazing. I mean, I won like $1,000 worth of stuff, in like 3 or 4 different things, and it was getting to the point where I was like, "People are gonna think I'm rigging these." And it wasn't with people that I knew either. Like, at the time, I wasn't, like, friends with Kate or, Rava Jane. I won a couple of his drawings and won some books, and yeah, it was pretty funny there for a while. Alright, congrats. Jack says he wants a hard copy. Okay, cool. So we got Drew Singh, we've got Jack Raymondson, we've got Pranjal. Let's not dilly dally. Let's go two more. The wheel is getting a little more sparse. So we've got 16 names left, I think. Tick 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 tick. Chris Kusha. Watch, Chris is going to wind up winning the certification as well. He's one of, I think I've only got three people entered for that. So number four, we got one left to go, and it is Chris Kusha. Hold on, Chris. Angel says it's his first win as well. That is outstanding. Okay, let me. I don't know if there's some party foul for posting your own comment, but there it is. Since the people on LinkedIn can't see it in the LinkedIn chat, whatever. I suppose I could pull up LinkedIn. Let me pull this up. Let me mute this. Hold on, I'm like flailing technically. Hey, there's 15 people watching on LinkedIn. Cool. Let me. There we go. Mute that, and I'm just going to comment. Why isn't anyone else commenting on the UNLV T-shirt? What UNLV T-shirt? What are you talking about? Anyway, that's an old one. Okay, cool. I hate like LinkedIn live events. Like the chat never updates for me. It's really annoying. Like you have to refresh the screen. Does anybody else get that? Anyway, okay, I digress. We have one book left to give away. Winner number four, Chris Kusha. Sorry, I can't. I already erroneously added an extra person after the first drawing, and then that kind of erased the name. So can't do any more. Jose Miguel, thank you for joining us from Ecuador. Taking off. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's do the last one. Everybody, do Lucky Charms held tightly. You know, do a Hail Mary or something, sign the cross. Let's kick it. And it is Amy Resnicek. Okay. That is our last book winner. Number five. Amy Resnicek. One just connected with her. She got in this afternoon. See if I can spell her name properly. Resnicek. There we go. All right. That is all five. So I will submit, I will be in contact with those five winners. Let me take a, yeah, there we go. and just do a screenshot of this here for posterity. And I know that, yeah, Dhruv Singh was the first one. Then we erase that because we got more. Okay, cool. So those are the 5 books. I will be in contact with those 5 winners to get those either sent out or get the connection out to you. And okay, so the ones in competition for the certification, we had one more. It was Ruby, Chris, and Venka Sharma. Venka, I'm not going to type your whole first name. Hopefully, you're not offended by me abbreviating, but C Matador. LinkedIn not letting me comment, but I need it for subtitles since I can't listen. Okay, all good. Um, yeah, good to see you, Chris. There's Chris Kusha. C Matador. YouTube alter ego. All right. So Chris won the first one. There we go. Look at that. Now that is a pie chart, Ruby. Yeah, you were bagging me on the pie for the pie chart earlier. Okay, what proportion is this? Who knows? All right, maybe we should do like best 2 out of 3 for this. Look at all the colors you can use. That's cool. Okay, so Alteryx Designer Cookbook in hard copy form. 2 of you will get a hard copy. 3 of you will get an e-copy. If more than that want hard or e-copy, we'll probably just have to work something out, or maybe Pact will give me another one. Who knows? But we'll get some copy out to you. 5 winners. Thank you all for participating. Thanks everybody for being here. So now talking about just talk for a couple of minutes about we did the 30-day Tableau certification challenge. Yeah, Ruby says it's 1/3. I think that's a safe bet, Ruby. There are 3 of you. Yeah. So we did the 30-day Tableau certification challenge. The ultra learning portion of it. Yeah, thanks for joining in, Donna. The ultra learning portion of it is now done. So I did that during November. I still have a lot of conclusions, lessons learned, mixed feelings about my performance, about how I ran it. I kind of went dark for like a week or so there. So the people in the 50 strong group chat can tell you that I became a bit of an absentee owner for a bit. That was mostly work related, somewhat kind of personal life, wrapping up 75 hard challenge and some other things. Um, but anyway, a lot of lessons learned. I am considering running another 30-day challenge in February. Obviously, February doesn't have 30 days, I'm aware, but I'm considering running another challenge of that type in February, maybe starting at the end of January, maybe ending in March. However, the 30 days fits in, but I do like the symmetry of the 30 days. But doing another one in February, doing an ultra learning period there. There's nothing there's nothing in February other than what, the Super Bowl. So hopefully I won't do any road trips or have any super heavy commitments during that. But yeah, February is it. So if you've got suggestions for what we should do, we've done a 30-day challenge on Alteryx. We've done a 30-day challenge on Tableau now. And so if you've got suggestions of what you think we should do next, hey, drop them in the chat here. I'm all ears. I'll do a poll at some point. I will, engage with the audience. I may carry forward the audience from the Tableau challenge and see, hey, well, like, what are we interested? So I'll ping y'all in the group chat if you're in there. Um, but yeah, possible things that I'd like to study. Power BI is one that comes up a lot. I did a poll like 6 weeks ago leading into this challenge, which I was reasonably certain I was going to do Tableau for November anyway. But I did a poll anyway, and Power BI was the winner. Alberto says Nime. Hey, awesome. I have Nime installed on my laptop. I've not played with it much. Snowflake, awesome. My one yeah, but with Snowflake is difficult to get. I try to keep the costs down for the learning, and it's difficult to get Snowflake for a manageable cost. And I want these to be very approachable. We can definitely do SQL. Pranjal suggested SQL. Ruby says PL 300. Ruby, I'm going to talk more about that in the days to come. And like what level of certifications we need to do. I know that there's not a lower level certification with Power BI anymore. PL 300 is the one. It's a it's a lot to it's a big task to do that in 30 days, and I like keeping these to 30 days. Yeah, so Alberto says 9 Power BI, Snowflake, a data factory. I'm not sure what that last one is, Alberto, but Kathleen votes for Power BI. Okay, that like I said, that won the poll fairly handily, and I did Tableau anyway, which shows you how seriously I take my polls. But polls are just fun on LinkedIn. It's more to get engagement than anything else. 30-day data cleaning challenge. Well, I know Susan Walsh would be very excited about that, and and if we did that, I would absolutely involve her in some way because I love Susan. She's just fun. So someday I'll do a live event with Susan. Power BI would be a good choice. I agree. Um, 30 days Snowflake trial. Okay, I thought Snowflake only did 14 days. I may have to look into that, Ruby. So, oh, Azure Data Factory. Okay, got it. Thank you, Alberta. Yeah, lots of good things. I would like to do Snowflake at some point. I don't know. I kind of like to knock out some sort of lower level building blocks first. So I think Power BI is a good candidate for February. I do not have I obviously doing Alteryx was low hanging fruit for me. Um, Doing Tableau was a bit more of a steep learning curve, but I have used Tableau before. I have never used Power BI. So I'm really kind of chomping at the bit to do that, but I would really need to plan that very well because that would absolutely be a ramp up from zero for me. I've done nothing with Power BI. Okay. Azure Data Factory also can do 30 days of Azure trial. Cool. Okay. Yeah, it used to be $400 for a 30-day period. Okay. Neat. All right. I will have to talk to I've got kind of a mastermind circle now with these challenges, and I will have to talk to some of you. Yeah, Power Automate can be a nice complementary set of tools. Absolutely. I mean, we could do an Excel and Power, kind of Power Tools. It's not called Power Tools, um, but the do an Excel and kind of augmented Excel 30-day challenge that absolutely is on the table. So yeah, we've probably got four good candidates for the next challenge. But what I really need to do in the interim in December and January around all of the family stuff and all of the football is I need to get my lessons learned and I need to get my act in order to lead this thing next time and be more effective with it. So that is my task. I really want to do that. I really want to get kind of more participation, more people on the bandwagon and playing. And I'm lamenting a little bit that I didn't do enough this past time. With Tableau, however, I am absolutely intending to do a 30-day challenge eventually with Tableau Data Analyst because the reason I did Desktop Specialist this time was because it's a fairly easy certification to get. So, yeah, we will revisit Tableau. I may revisit Alteryx and do a 30-day advanced certification challenge. Now that would be manageable, I think, but that would be a tougher hill to climb than, obviously core certification in 30 days, that's doable. And we did have people accomplish that. So anyway, I will talk more about that in the week to come. This was not a video to talk extensively about the challenge. As we wrap that up, here's the one thing I want to do before we pick the winner here. And I know the three of you are chomping at the bit, but so yeah, and it timed out again. It keeps doing that. So what I want to do is I'm going to register for my test. I'm going to do the test. I'm planning on next Saturday morning. I did the last one on a Saturday morning, and my wife has already given me permission to do that. So let's go schedule my exam, schedule or manage my exam with Pearson. Go to Pearson. All right, so let's schedule our exam. Exam catalog, view exams. We want to do Tableau Desktop Specialist. I'm doing it online. I'm not going to a test center. Yes, all of that's good. It was good last time. It'll be good again this time. Boy, it'd be a pretty good challenge to do the test in Japanese, wouldn't it? Do I agree to the terms and conditions? Sure. What are they? Who cares? I have actually read all of these before. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Third party prohibition. Yes, I won't videotape the thing. I won't give anybody the answers. Sorry, folks. I already failed this test once. So, if I don't have the answers yet, I never will. I prefer my proctor to speak English. Thank you very much. I am in the New York time zone. Yes, that's right. Has anyone else noticed when I edited the LinkedIn event today? I edited it to add a description. It was scheduled for 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It took that and changed it to Greenwich Mean Time. No kidding. And it was like 8 o'clock UTC, right? I know. And then people were like, "Hey, why is this thing scheduled for 3 in the afternoon?" Because LinkedIn events are terrible. Um, and if that gets me crushed with the algorithm, then oh well. Okay, Saturday the 9th. That is next Saturday. How would you like your times displayed? 24-hour, man. I'm a military man. Explore more times. Okay. And so when you go to schedule your exam, this is the interface you're going to go to. I like to do mine in the morning, not like silly early. Last time I did one kind of crazy early. Let's go, let's go 7 a.m. Okay. 7 o'clock next Saturday morning. Book this appointment. I didn't bring my wallet out here. $100 due. Proceed to checkout. Do they still have my information? Payment type. I don't know what I used last time. Okay, so I'll do that on my own as soon as this thing is wrapped. We're going to do the drawing, but that's the process. Just go through that, do your certification. All the best for your certification. Thanks, Pranjal. You too. Maybe a more data literacy type of challenge can be a good fit too. Yes, Alberto. However, I'm genetically lazy and I'm not looking to have to create a ton of content for the thing. I love creating content like video content of like, hey, watch me do this class. That's fun. I'm just sitting there running my mouth. Creating content like, let me come up with a 30-day course. I'm not in that headspace just yet. Eventually I will be. Um, but yeah, that sounds like that would be a whole lot more heavy lifting for me. I'm not in the headspace of writing 700 page books yet, brother. But yeah, I'll definitely meet with you and figure out how much work that took. I know how much work it took for Joshua to write his book. Alrighty. So we'll do that afterwards, but let's do this. We have three qualified candidates to take this certification test on my dime. um, because I love all of you and I want to see you succeed. So here we go. I've paid for it twice. I'm going to pay for somebody else's. Money well spent as long as I learned something from this challenge, and I already have. Okay, Ruby, Venka, Chris, ready? Go. I should spin more times. Yep, Ruby, look at that. Okay, Chris, you didn't get to double dip, brother. All right. So that is poetic justice because Ruby has been on this thing from the beginning. She's been the most active member of the what was it? What was the team name for Alteryx? Ruby was on the Alteryx challenge. Ruby has been on the Tableau challenge. She is an OG of the 30-day challenges. So it is quite fitting that she is the winner of this drawing. So let me paste that in. Oh, my clipboard's gone. There we go. Winner says number one, but it's the only one. Ruby. Gonna. Here we go. Awesome. Absolutely. Thanks all three of you for playing. I hope that Venka and Chris, you both still, Chris, I know you're gonna do the certificate anyway. Venka, thanks for coming in. Team Turbo. That's it. I can't believe I forgot the. There we go. I forgot the hashtag. Team Turbo was the team we had. The small group we had for Alteryx. The group expanded quite a bit for the Tableau challenge. That waned a little bit because I wasn't monitoring the group and producing content. But yes, we will do more next time. I am about 85% certain I will do a challenge in February. So can't commit to it fully just yet, and we will talk further about what exactly it's going to be. But that's going to be good. Thank you to everybody that has participated in Tableau Vember. It is not over. I am taking the test next Saturday. I encourage all of you, if you've gone through this 30-day challenge, if you've posted your stuff on Tableau Public, if you've learned a lot about Tableau, let's take this test. Let's post our victories, put them out on LinkedIn, because if it's not on LinkedIn, it didn't happen, and you know this. Put put it out there in the sphere. So comment on the YouTube videos, comment on my LinkedIn posts. I will keep track of you. If you give me a shout out, I will be sure to repost, to share it in the chat, and just get everybody cheering for each other and supporting each other in taking this certification. All right. Now, I have burned up the better part of an hour. It is 9 o'clock on a Sunday night, and I need to get ready for work tomorrow and probably get some sleep at some point. I appreciate everybody for being here today. Kathleen, thank you for being here and supporting the challenge. Pranjal, congratulations to you and all of the winners here tonight. So we are going to, yeah, we'll have more in the days to come about the challenge, about the wrap up, and about certification and what we're doing going forward. But appreciate everybody being here tonight. And I think that is it. So let me take that off of the screen and you get Big Me again. And folks, all I have to say left is follow me, folks, and I'll make you a genuine Tableau and Alteryx hero just like me. See you later. Happy Merry Christmas.